It was YouTube working back in this thing. What is up, YouTube? It is your boy KP back up in this thing. Once again, as we know, we are reacting to the incredible story between LeBron James and Stephen Curry. Their 10-year history. Let's get into the video.
Welcome back, you guys, and with the 2018 finals hours away, we gotta talk about the connection between two of the biggest stars in the series. Steph Curry and LeBron James are facing off in the NBA Finals for a fourth straight season, and their basketball rivalry has given us iconic moments as fans of the game. But LeBron and Steph's history goes back decades ago to when they were born. They've always been connected, and let's talk about their background. Many years before Steph and LeBron would become opponents in the NBA Finals in 4 straight postseasons, they would be born in the same hospital. Both were born a few years apart at Akron City Hospital.
Wow.
2 decades later, when LeBron was officially making his mark in the NBA, he was showing up to Steph's college games and he would give him advice about the next level. At Davidson College, Steph Curry was breaking out as must-see television. The shot making behind the three-point line and the winning by a mid-major school got a lot of people excited. Everyone was talking about the kid from Davidson that was lighting up college basketball. Think of the excitement and hype that Trae Young was getting in the first half of this year's college season. Steph Curry's hype was similar to that, but without social media being as big as it is today. LeBron became a huge Steph Curry fan around this time in 2008 and 2009, and actually went to 2 Davidson games. He went to one of their NCAA tournament games in March 2008 and a game against NC State 9 months later. To give you some perspective, at this time LeBron was still months away from getting his first NBA MVP. Before the game against NC State, LeBron texted Curry letting him know that he's got a game against Charlotte that night and he might show up for the game, and he did show up. In a game where Steph scored 44 points in a 72-67 win, there was one play that summed up Curry's night and what his future as a pro would become. With less than 2 minutes remaining and only up by 1 with the shot clock expiring, his teammate caught an air ball off a corner 3 and passed the ball to Curry, who was deep behind the three-point line. How many times have you seen this? He hit this ridiculous shot to put Davidson up by 4. Right after Steph made it, he pointed and stared at LeBron, who was celebrating with the Davidson crowd the whole time. LeBron was actually cheering for Davidson so much in that game, he started to get on the refs because he thought they were letting NC State get away with fouls and they weren't calling anything for Curry. After the game, Steph talked to the media and he said that he appreciated LeBron for showing up to the game and rooting for Davidson to win. Steph said that his reactions to us on the floor are pretty cool to watch. That's pretty cool, especially from him. What LeBron really liked about Curry's play style at Davidson besides his three-point shooting was that he did not care if someone was faster or stronger than him, he just went out and hooped. LeBron is quoted saying, "It was great to see someone like that who doesn't get caught up in people going after guys who can jump higher and run faster and run through a wall harder and things like that." Like everybody who was paying attention to that year's college season, LeBron could not wait for Steph to get to the NBA, and it wouldn't be too long before Steph and LeBron would be hanging out again. The next year in Steph's rookie season, he hung out with LeBron at his house the day before a game in Cleveland, but they didn't talk about their upcoming game or anything like that. They actually bowled against each other that night. LeBron has his own bowling alley at his house. Steph said that LeBron beat him in bowling, and the next day the Cavs would beat the Warriors by 6 points. It was another frustrating loss for the Warriors as the team was pretty bad and dysfunctional. They recently traded away Steven Jackson and AC Law. LeBron talked to Steph after the game and let him know that he will last a long time in the NBA if he blocks out whatever's going on, focuses on improving his skills, and finds a leadership style along the way. And he would improve his game and develop into a leader. About 5.5 years later, after that loss to the Cavs in the regular season, Steph would go from good starter to NBA All-Star to MVP of the league. Steph would help lead the Warriors to a championship over the Cavs in 2015. The next year, LeBron and the Cavs would pull off the amazing 3-1 comeback to win Cleveland's first pro championship since 1964 that solidified LeBron's place in history. Then the Kevin Durant signing happened, and that shifted the series forever, as they'd go on to win the 2017 Finals in 5 games, and today in 2018, that matchup is looking even more one-sided. The thing about that 2015 season from the Warriors was that no one saw it coming. The Warriors were looking to go from a playoff team to a championship team, and wanted in on the LeBron free agency. They tried setting up a meeting with LeBron's agent Rich Paul in the summer of 2014, but they could not get one. Looking at that in hindsight, it's crazy to not take a meeting with the Warriors, but it wasn't too crazy at the time. In 2014, the Warriors were just a fun young team, and not many people thought they were less than a year away from having the MVP, a 67-win team, and a championship in one season. Fans of the NBA have said this is a rivalry between Steph and LeBron, but both of them have downplayed it. LeBron has said that it's not a rivalry between the two, and Steph has also downplayed it and said it's nothing personal between the two, it's simply just competition for the Larry O'Brien trophy. I definitely agree with that. The only time I would say it was awkward was around January 2016 when Steph said that he hopes that the Cavs locker room still smells like champagne from when they won the championship 7 months earlier. You could point to the Halloween party with the 3-1 lead jokes that the Cavs had, or when Steph Curry was reenacting LeBron's dance at a wedding, but that's just friendly banter. These guys have praised each other so much in the past 10 years, and especially this year. They are very aware of the historical significance of the Cavaliers-Warriors final streak, and they're appreciating it. I'm sure a number of you guys that are huge NBA fans know most of this stuff, but I thought it was a good idea to drop this one in one video before Game 1. It's interesting to me because of how it turned out. Born at the same hospital, LeBron is a big Steph fan in college. They stay friends in the NBA. LeBron is giving him advice, then they're battling each other for championships, and soon they'd be the face of the East and West All-Star teams. But it's made for some fun, high-level basketball that I've enjoyed, and a cool story. I don't know how high level the 2018 finals is going to be, but I hope it is somewhat competitive because from what we know today, it's looking like another Warriors championship. I hope this was interesting to listen to. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed even one part as it helps my channel grow. Let me know who you got in the finals and I'll see you guys in my next video.
I'll see y'all for, remember that again, we got a banger vlog coming tomorrow, and yeah, we got a banger vlog coming tomorrow, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Alright y'all, last video today, I'll see y'all, peace.